My mind expands left, thinking of how to convey these rhymes as my eyes turn red. I'm still awake, still breathing, still alive. Then my mind expands right, free flowing my heavy thinking into words of light. But what am I thinking? Trying to piece together these thoughts that just won't and can't be free because I'm thinking. It's like I'm a prisoner of my thoughts, yet my thoughts are caged in, trying to figure out a way to get out or get in. Yes, you have to get in to get out, so I'm persisting to formulate an escape route through the map. With great perseverance and determination. Because what's a prison break without the characteristics of being bull-headed, willing to risk everything when you're constantly flagging me when you think I'm in the red? What do you think I'm not ready? What do you have to lose when your identity has been scattered in the air? A dandelion blown to shreds. So who are you chasing? Who are you looking for? I am the essence of your dreams. I am a mirror of many places, many faces. I am something that everyone believes. I am in the oxygen that you can't see, but somehow involuntarily you decide to breathe. I'm a reflection of you. Of you, the better and the worst version of you. But yet, you will discard me instead. With my hands held up high, you will still shoot me dead. But daydream about me when you look in the mirror before you go to bed. Yes, I'm still attached to you like a long piece of thread that you might be able to yank or hide away. Cut the t-shirt into a million pieces, but the fabric won't break. I'm sewn in where you wear your heart in your sleeves, laced up, tangled up in your veins, the foundation of DNA, from the color of my eyes to the tightest curl of my hair. However much you attempt to alter it, I'm still there. Woo! In the wind or in the rain, in the midst of all your confusion and all your pain. Yes, I am overwhelming. And you might decide to suppress all this with a fancy view that they told you might be helping, but I return. Because I am not to blame. I am not a burden. It's you that holds the key to unlock my secrets, dismantle this chain. You see the destination that you walk to seek. Understand that I am the cuts and bruises on your feet. I am the reason that you cannot sleep and you cannot think. I lay dormant within, somewhere dark, but all the colors of the rainbow underneath the skin. When you leave this world, for every day that I did not flourish in you, and flow in you, and evolve with you, I will continue to grow for those who came after you. I will be alive in the youth, because you can't live without me, as much as I can't live without you. And the more that you try, you will never truly be free. So search inside your heart. You will find that proof that I'm just the hardest thing to accept within yourself, because I am the truth.
Yeah. Do you know what, honestly, my God, I'm struggling with this. That's the one that we did on the last day of the recording before Delcio passed away in Brazil.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did a piece, a part of this piece with Delcio that is now no longer with us. But,
Thank you.
No worries. Thank you.
Do you have an Instagram or a Spotify?
I do.
What is it? We've got some really good
well, so it's Ana, A-N-A, Paz, P-A-Z, poet, and then tree as in the tree, so all together. Ana Paz Poetree. Yeah, so I don't want to take up too much time. Can we do one more? Or like, yeah. Would you like me to do a new one or an old one? Come on.
I thought it was a new one.
You want to do one? So clean. Right. This is something I wrote last week. So that's why I still have the book. I wish you knew me the way I at times know myself. But really, you know nothing until you come out of yourself. You have to come out of yourself to see yourself. To see yourself in other people. To see all the pieces that are depleting. The petals of beauty, red roses, these flowers are falling, yet blooming on the concrete floor. Where I'd raised my knees continuously from the age of 4, I always came home with ripped tights. My mother really hated that. When they say blood, sweat and tears, this is the blood. The blood that creates the hardness that has to be formed. Dries up like a scab that's there to protect. Weighs us down and cuts like a thorn when we least expect. So I reopen these wounds. And I place my feet in the water to cleanse. I let the salt burn. Let the waves gently stroke my chest and carry me home all the way where I feel I belong. I still pray. I still mourn and I still pray, not to a God that you taught me to believe, but something and somewhere a lot closer to the matter and the energy from when a new life is born or when another life is gone. Or right in between where you feel the aliveness and the slow death of kissing the lips of another human being. How do you keep the faith? I'm still waiting for a love that can never be replaced. I'm so marvelous, I'm so fatherless that I want to nurture all my partners and at the same time I just want to be held. Like the water holds me. I just want to be soothed, like the waves soothe me, gently stroking me all the way home where I feel I belong. Where I will inevitably be waiting for a love that can never be replaced. And my life's purpose, I now realize, is to finally be awake to this. Thank you. If you want, that is all, but there is maybe one more that I always like to do.
Yeah, go on. Do it.
You know what? It's been a tough year and a half, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's tough
Yes.
anyway, life is hard. And I think it's always good, you know, when we're just going through life, doing the mundane things that we do, to remind ourselves why we do what we do, right? Because we forget sometimes. And we can get bogged down with things and we don't know why we're doing what we're doing. So we have to keep reminding ourselves. I think that drives us. So this is what this poem is. It's my reminder of why I do what I do. Who do I write for? I found myself asking this question. I guess I'm trying to be more conscious of the decisions I'm making. So who do I write for? I write for myself, I guess. My way to untie lots of stress from holding back my tongue on what is socially or politically correct. It is my discipline. It's how I train. Eyes closed, ears open, let the world be my music to zen. Think twice before you speak, pick up the pen, and no, I'm not perfect, so yes, I write to keep myself sane. Woo! I write for my reflection in the mirror. Because sometimes I feel that it's someone else. And I don't realize that, yes, it is something else. There are cracks beneath the surface. Don't always trust your eyes because they can deceive. When every day we have to wear a mask. Every day is a journey of self-esteem, self-worth to be redeemed. So I write for you to forget the reflection. Hold your heart instead. Because I swear we're all just being psychologically screwed by some media heads. That's why I write for the truth. I write because nobody listens. I write for this world that's been constructed into a system. A systematic chain that thrives on us being the same to continue manufacturing for riches that we will never obtain. So I write to heal every man who uses hate as a tool of destruction, which is only because of the absence of love that wasn't hammered in, screwed onto the foundation of your construction. I write for the men who grind and grind time after time to sustain a family, and society doesn't give you one moment of weakness. And you don't even give yourself a chance to ask why. Oppressing yourself, causing you to commit that crime of finding pleasure outside. From the arms of another woman, a glass of wine, using your fists as a way to cry, finding comfort anywhere else but inside yourself. Woo! Right. To educate myself. For brothers and sisters who didn't get a chance to better themselves. And for too long, being taught this idea of being white is being pure. How on earth can you rise up when the very essence of you is your flaw? Please don't run away from who you are. Man, I found out that there is no cure. So I write for the people who don't realize ignorance isn't a bliss. And in order for us to progress, it is our education of history that must be fixed. I write for the beauty of knowledge and truth, but most importantly, right at this moment, I write for you. Thank you.